Hello, captains, and welcome back. This is another live stream for Temporal Star Chronicle, and it's fun time. So basically, um, tonight we'll be continuing our journey for our Starfleet Cadet, Temporal Cadet, and hopefully we might end um, the tutorial tonight. I am hoping so because so far everything is working properly. Uh, I don't want to knock on wood because I might accidentally catch a microphone or something. Anyways, this was a fun day. It was a really fun day. I had some fun uh, challenges in my job. I was creating a coloring book for kids, and I genuinely like doing that. It's it's super fun, And the most interesting part of this job today is basically I got to sit down with some kids and ask them to tell me a story. Like they were trying to figure out a story. I mean, look, you already have some kind of notion where you're going, but this is supposed to be a very simple, a coloring book, and hearing their ideas, it's always fun. And seeing them get so excited when they actually get to see whatever they concocted in their head on a paper, and knowing that it's going to be like a real book, that's super fun. I mean, that's way interesting. So, it was a really good day. It was a really fun day. We even got to sneak in some Starfleet cadets in there. And that's always good, right? So, anyway, without any further ado, let's go into actually playing the game. Okay, Sally, let's go. I went in. I'm sorry.
We have a problem at Babel. Caridian rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage. They're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Corridan sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Temporal Cadet.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you.
Okay, I'll be there shortly. Just give me a second. So, I don't know if you guys have ever...
There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain.
Okay, Daniels. You're kind of annoying. Anyways,
something's not right.
Okay.
I'll explain shortly.
Jesus Christ. The great thing about Temporal Cadet is that and when I get the transponder, I'll show you that. But basically, I think, I don't know which level it is. You will get all of the equipment for reputation. All the stuff that you can get in reputation, all the gear, is going to be ultra rare. So automatically, you're basically skipping one step. Right now, I think it's rare. Or am I kind of confusing those two? But we'll get there when we get there. So let's first talk to Daniels because he's kind of a little bit annoying.
Welcome to the Sol System. All visitors to Earth Space Dock are required. This is Earth Space Dock. You're cleared to warp to Sector Space.
Okay. Now we don't have the ability to transwarp yet, but we're gonna be there soon. This isn't far away. This was an interesting one. I think this is the one with Kirk and that we never see him. I'm not sure. But hey, we'll see right now, right? We'll see what's going on.
All right. I appreciate your patience. I'm what's known as a temporal agent. It's my job to preserve the timeline. You helped me stop one temporal incursion at K-13. There's been another at Babel, and I could use your help with it. Welcome to the Temporal Ready Room. I use it to monitor the timeline. The Nakul have sent agents to a critical point in time. We believe they disrupted the Babel conference in 2268 aboard the USS Enterprise. I want to send you back there to stop them. You'll be sent back to a point shortly before the conference begins. I'm sending one of our best temporal agents along. I believe you've met.
Nice to see you again. It's been some time. For me, at least. For you, I see hardly any time has passed at all. It must be strange to see me looking, older.
Once you're on Enterprise, deal with the Nakul and make sure the conference proceeds as planned. You'll have a temporal transponder, which will allow me to communicate with you and bring you back. You'll also have these bioscanners. They're short range, but will detect Nakul agents nicely.
Do the job right, and no one will know we were there.
The situation at Babel shouldn't be happening. Something in the past has changed, and not for the better.
Let's begin by using Enterprise's sensors to look for signs of our time-traveling friends. The computer won't have any details on the Nakul, so you'll need to recalibrate the sensors manually on the bridge. Oh, and one more item to be aware of. Ensign Pavel Chekhov is currently on duty on the bridge, which is why I will be remaining here out of sight. As much as I would like to visit the bridge again, two of me in the same place would raise questions neither of us wants to answer. Let's get to work. I will check with you again after you are done on the bridge. I haven't worn this uniform for some time. It's a little... snug.
Okay, let's find a little glowing console.
Nice work. I'm getting some readings from Deck 11, but I can't pinpoint them. Some sort of interference. We'll need to get close and scan by hand. Start with the mess hall. There are a lot of people coming and going there.
Vulcan, I would speak to you.
It does seem unavoidable.
How do you vote on the Corridon mission?
Let's check all the delegates. Yeah, that was fun. Anyways, I was because the Strange New Worlds is about 2 weeks
Sensors are showing that one of the
ahead.
delegates is leaving the lounge.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is like 2 weeks. I'm lagging for 18 days because on. Oh,
Is there something I can help you with? Oh, should I be Of course.
no, you shouldn't be concerned. Here in Central Europe, we are getting the Enterprise. Strange New Worlds, about 18 days after the premiere in the rest of the world. So, the first episode for me, well, the first 2 episodes are going to be on August 4th, next Monday. And I was staying away from all of the spoilers, any talk about Strange New Worlds. Now, of course, I'm lost. Why I wouldn't be lost? But I kept seeing, the titles and thumbnails and stuff like that. So I am usually watching one of the shows that I'm watching is Tachyon Pulse. I don't know if you watched his shows. He actually has some really good information about generally, business stuff and behind the scenes stuff. He was the first one to announce certain things. And I like watching his channel because when he's wrong, he's going to come out and say, well, I was definitely wrong. It was a bad information. He's not trying to do the thing of, well, I told you so, when we all know you haven't told us so. So because I watch his channel a lot, his thumbnails and his, episodes and, videos come up often on my page. I kept watching the titles, and it's funny. Like, I am so scared
Looks like they're on the move.
what's going on
I'm
in Strange
seeing
New
a lot of
Worlds.
false readings on the sensors. Let's keep checking the deck. Like the old Russian saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1.
It seems like
Being here takes me back.
they have jumped the
It was quite
shark.
a different time for Starfleet.
Yeah. It seems really like, I don't know. Okay, where am I supposed to go now? I just came from there. Oh, you want me to scan for the occult
Head
trace?
back toward the reception.
Oh, this is a janky scanner from... If you've been playing on Ryza, you know the scanner is definitely janky. Okay, let's pretend this works. I don't know what to expect from Strange New Worlds. Like, the first season was okay. It had some really strong episodes. It had a potential. But also, I'm not expecting the first season to be like, I don't know, the greatest hits. I'm expecting it to be strong and good and...
There he is. Wait, that's Ambassador Gav.
And this definitely was that, right?
One
That-
down and likely more to go. There's nothing we can do for Ambassador Gav.
It's weird. Like, I really liked the Ghosts of Illyria. That was a really good episode. It was interesting. It was different, right? It had that kind of
The captain's
old
wound is
school.
serious. He'll bleed out if we don't help him.
It had all that kind of an old school kitsch feeling, right? But in a good way, not in a bad way. Not like, oh my god, what are you guys doing, right? It really was interesting. Okay, check
Good.
out.
It looks like the captain is stabilized. We need to move. I've detected Nakul technology in engineering.
And it had a heart. Like, it wasn't a solid story. Um, Lift us where suffering cannot reach. Also, solid story. Also based on a really, really, really good short story, but that they didn't actually give the credit to the writer.
I cannot defuse it and keep the mains online at the same time. Wait, Chekhov, is that you? You look older than me, laddie. And you, the last time I saw you was on Dorzana Station. Something was dodgy then, and it's more than a wee bit dodgy now.
It's complicated, Scotty. We've been sent back in time to keep the Enterprise from being destroyed. Aliens are trying to alter the future of the Federation. There's no time to explain. You have to trust us, old friend. We're here to help.
All right, lad. You can start by helping me keep this ship from blowing to pieces, and get rid of that bloody bomb, if you can.
Sure. And I do a tap dance in the meanwhile.
Divert power to the number 4 shield. Good work. Now check on that bomb. Auxiliary power to engines. Good work. Now check on that bomb.
I am checking on a bomb.
Repair teams to Deck 11. Good work. Now check on that bomb. The captain's ordering me to cut the power? I see what he's about. That got him.
We can't disarm this bomb, but we need to get to that Orion ship anyway. We can take it with us.
Why not just beam it into space?
We can't let that ship be captured. It has dangerous technology on it. Scotty, I need you to trust me. That ship needs to be destroyed. You can't tell anyone what happened here. It could damage the timeline irreparably. Besides, I'm captain now, so I technically outrank you.
All right, lad. I'll take you at your word. Once you're ready, I'll send you and that bomb over. Good luck to you. Energizing. Now, what's this?
The Orions will lock down their ship. We need to override their security systems.
But before we do, we need to pew pew. Pew pew, 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 pew. So I was like watching all the titles, and it just gets worse and worse. I think the last one was like, "What did I just watch?" That does not sound well. They seem to be kind of pretending like it's a joke. I don't know. It's really weird. It's super weird what they're doing. They shouldn't be doing that. I mean, it's fine. Like, you can just tell Star Trek stories. It's not that difficult, right? But apparently it is. I don't know. It's like the first season was good, and the second season was kind of off the rails, and I don't know what the hell to expect from this season because it doesn't bode well, right? Where are my officers? None of my officers are coming in. They have problems with doors or something. We just stand there. Come on, guys. Do we need to do this here? Nope. Like second season, can't even remember. Yeah, that one when they literally changed um the whole con storyline and timeline basically. It's like it was really interesting. Um that's the part that I know a lot of people didn't like that, but like okay, they need to somehow push certain storylines ahead, right? And that's okay. I didn't have much of a problem with it. And they kind of did it smartly, right? It wasn't it wasn't cheap. There was a reason why they were doing this. And I could understand that reason. But I think they're overdoing it. The same thing like with the Spock having feelings. Like, look, he was supposed to be a completely different character, and now we're taking that as a gospel. We're taking stuff that happened in the unaired pilot. I mean, the cage. We are taking that as gospel, and it's okay to maybe show some hints of it or something, but like they're taking this way overboard. But I don't know. I'll watch it on Monday, probably in the morning, because I'm waking up like a idiot at like 5 a.m. and stuff like that. So I'll probably watch it then, and then I'll report back to you. Most of you probably have already watched. What is it now? It's supposed to be episode 4. Is nobody coming here? I guess not. I know there should be some NPCs walking in. Ah, there you are. What the hell are you doing there?
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
We were supposed to be doing all of this here. But...
The bomb.
okay, the bomb is ready. Beam us up. And we can move on.
That was close. I'm glad I got you out of there in time. You're both valuable agents. Of course, no one will know what you've done today, with the exception of Commander Scott. That being said, this won't be the strangest thing he'll see in his career. Not by a long shot. Indeed. Comes with the job, I'm afraid. In the meantime, I can send you and Captain Chekhov back to your respective timelines when you're ready.
Thanks, Daniels.
That was quite an adventure. I think you have the makings of a fine temporal agent, my friend. As good as it was to see Enterprise again, I have other duties to attend to. We're preparing for a very serious event, the Battle of Procyon 5. That conflict will determine the... but you don't need to worry about that now. Enjoy your time on the frontier of yesteryear, a time that will never come again.
You know, that hits differently. Knowing what we have right now when it comes to Star Trek, probably never. Yeah, the time of yesteryear is probably never coming back. They're kind of focusing on the wrong stuff. This intent, I don't know about you, but I still haven't met...
gone wrong today.
Sorry,
We could have
Daniels.
lost critical figures in history. Sarek of Vulcan, James Kirk, and the crew of the Enterprise. The list is long. However...
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You're the new guy.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes, stay safe out there.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct. I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
So, I don't know. They are kind of focusing on we need to get the new audience in, which is, of course, your business. You want a show that's been there for generations to continue to make you money. I get it. But I am still waiting to meet somebody who got into Star Trek like cold feet, right? I mean, I am that kind of person. I literally got into Star Trek because I liked the poster on a DVD, and I was like, ooh, I want to watch that. Turns out the DVD was actually pirated, And the poster that I was looking had nothing to do with Star Trek. I mean, it's funny when you think about it, but it was a really beautiful desktop, a gorgeous looking desktop, but had nothing to do with Star Trek. And that's how I got in. Like, I don't know, they're expecting more people like me to just jump in. The problem I think they're having is this is literally the golden age of television. When you turn on any streaming service, like it can literally get overwhelming how many new TV shows and movies and projects and documentaries can you find. I mean, and you're expecting people to and they're making it very segmented. So, for instance, right now, the Starfleet Academy teaser. I mean, if you're like over the age of, let me be generous, 25, I don't think that's gonna really appeal to you. Like, we're talking 90210 with phasers, right? So, instead of trying to make the bigger audience, you're actually segmenting the audience that could potentially be interested in it, right? If you have younger people who are maybe interested in sci-fi and adventure and stuff like that, they could come in with just Star Trek storytelling. The great thing about Star Trek was that it was for everyone.
We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here. We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
So
This was Tholian colony.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Alert, warp, core region, attempt.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian flagship. She's in trouble.
Sir, if the Nakul kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
Ship's integrity compromised.
Enemy boarding parties are beaming to the Tholian flagship.
Destroy the aliens. Defend the Queen.
Estimated Tholian casualties are in the thousands.
Vengeance. Vengeance for the children.
boop, 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 boop. Let's hightail it out of there.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter. All right, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiance crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians.
It feels like folks are at secret hideout. They are given a pie, and they were told, "Hey, let's make
Sensors show the
bigger pie from this." And they were like, "Nope, let's just cut it in 7,000 pieces, and that's gonna bring more people in." And really, it's not. It's kind of weird. Like,
I'm reading multiple Nakul hostiles, sir. They're all over.
yeah.
Reading only a few Tholian life signs. I'm detecting numerous Nakul life signs, and more are on the way. Nakul reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert. The power levels on the flagship just spiked. Something's wrong. I doubt the Tholians are to blame. I'm reading more incoming Nakul transporter signatures.
The Nakul have triggered this ship's self-destruct sequence. We've got to shut that down, and fast.
We've stopped the ship from detonating, but the Nakul... They've killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity.
Nope. Of course I chose the wrong path. Why am I not surprised?
Tholians are close to your position, and more Nakul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
I'm running, except I get lost and then...
Humanoid command unit, why did you kill your kind? This is irrational. Explain. Federation, Nakul, all humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave. Those you call Nakul killed our people, our children. All are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task. You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
We better get back to the ship before that Nakul dreadnought comes into range.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change.
So they came from somewhere.
I don't need to know, right? I read
Yep.
it, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
Sure.
Here they come.
Look how beautiful the ship is. They don't make them like they used to. You just have to admire it. And I'm not like a big ship person, but this is gorgeous. Strengthen our weapons a little bit.
lost our engines. It'll take a while for my chief engineer to work a few miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast. My engineers are gonna need time. A lot more time. More ships inbound to our location. The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
Federation, you have proven you are different, rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Nakul will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the not cool dreadnought!
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
Captain, look at the Defiant. Perhaps a scan would be in order?
Scanning. I can't tell if there are life signs over there or not. Defiant appears to be phasing in and out of local space-time. The interaction of Nakul chronal energies with the proto-nebula has made this area of space very unstable and prone to rifts into other dimensions. We might be able to get a lock onto their crew with the computer's assistance and perform an emergency beam-out, but we'll need to act fast.
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to make. I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony convoy.
All decks have reported in, Captain. We're ready to return to our own time on your order.
Okay. Oops. Let's get this a little bit closer.
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have a situation in the Caleb system. The Klingons are massing a battle fleet in that sector, and it's pointed at Federation space. I'm leading a force to respond to this aggression, and I want you to be a part of it. If they cross the line, we need to be ready for anything. Stay safe out there.
This is a pivotal moment in Federation history.
Okay, let's take a little bit of a breather.
The Nakul may attempt to disrupt it somehow. We'll need to look for...
Let's take a second of a breather. I just need to reposition this for a second. I think this is the last one that in the Temporal tutorial. And I think this is definitely the longest one from all the recruits. So this is going to be interesting. Anyways, can't wait to Monday to see what... Just tell me something if you watch the show, the Strange New World Season 3. Do they actually resolve the Gorn situation, or is it just gonna drag on? Because I don't know how they're gonna get out of that mess, because it is a mess. The way they created the Gorn really doesn't jive well with what we got in Arena. Look, there is no sensible way of getting from the Gorn that we've seen in Strange New Worlds to the Gorn in Arena. I mean, really, what are we doing? I just hope they don't make it worse. Because sometimes this new way of telling stories as if we're all imbeciles and idiots and everything needs to be explained, it's kind of a little bit annoying. So I just hope to God I'm not going to watch the first 2 episodes and get immediately annoyed. I mean, at least I hope I won't get immediately annoyed. I'm just hoping they haven't made a mess out of the things. Although, based on the Tachyon Pulse and their titles, I might be in for a very, very rude surprise. But Luna, you know what? I'm an optimist. I am going to hope that those episodes are actually amazing. And I'm going to be super surprised. It's interesting sometimes when you see, at least for me, I never stopped watching Star Trek. I have this ritual where usually I start the beginning of the year with TOS, then I move to the Enterprise, then depending on the situation, I might watch. I know I should start with Enterprise, but I actually like TOS more, so I really want to start my year with TOS. Then I move to TNG, and depending on the mood, either it's gonna be DS9 or Voyager. It's usually DS9, and I kind of finish the whole year with Voyager. And now I actually put the Prodigy into the rotation. It's actually the only show I put out of all these new shows, that's the only one I'm actually rewatching. I'm not even rewatching Picard. Well, season 3 was okay, but I like to watch everything from the beginning, and there is no amount of money you could pay me to sit down and watch seasons 1 and 2 of Picard. That is just not happening ever. But other than that, I don't know. It seems fine. Are we anywhere closer to wherever we need to go? Nope. Yes, we're not. Let me get some of these skills figured out. Are we there yet? It's like a kid in a candy store. Oh, actually, kid going to the candy store. Are we there yet? I don't know. Probably.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett, on board the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force. Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships, go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
The Admiral is hailing the Klingons on all frequencies. No response. The Klingons are making an attack run on the subspace relays. The Admiral has signaled weapons free.
Oops, I guess I started before Admiral was... Wow.
Klingon formation is breaking. All ships, give chase.
This is not going to end well.
Something odd on the sensors, Captain. Reminds me of a cloak.
Klingon ships? Decloaking? All ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute... Concentrate fire on the cruisers. We need to protect them.
The mighty Federation has been brought to heel at last by the Klingon Empire. Those who remain shall know mercy in return for your unconditional surrender. We Klingons can be gracious in victory, though should you wish to die in battle with honor, I will gladly oblige you.
I'm picking up a temporal anomaly on one of the Klingon ships. It's consistent with readings we've seen at previous Nakul incursions. They're trying to interfere with the timeline again. Leave that to me. I'll modify the transporter and beam you over, past their shields.
I totally forgot there is a ground battle on this level. I thought I was going to be done in 10 minutes, but it's going to take a little bit longer. What are you going to do?
Daniels beamed us into a barracks. I'm not picking up any security alerts. Looks like we got the drop on the Klingons. I brought several...
Okay. Now let's do some pew-pew stuff.
That door to the left leads to an engineering section. Good place to set a charge.
Is the captain. There are intruders in the engineering section. Eliminate them immediately.
So much for the element of surprise.
I guess we're the ones who get surprised.
The door's locked and we don't have their door codes. I think I can bypass it, but it'll take a little time. Science lab over here. Probably the only one on a ship of this size. Another good spot for a bomb.
Sorry, don't mind me. I was just gonna pew pew some of your friends.
Those charges will do some damage. Now we just have to find the tractor beam controls.
You need to finish them now. All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them. Now.
Noted. Though it seems we have other concerns now.
I warned you, Core. Deal with this. Don't fail me.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you. Pity. So you're the Federation globflies who found... And in that way, we are alike, for we both are here to help ourselves. Today, I will take what I want in the Empire's name and use it to utterly defeat the Federation. And the Nakul? Should the time for war come, we will meet them in glorious battle. But for now, our goals align.
The charges are ready to blow. We should get back to the ship.
Well done. Thanks for the help.
Nice work. I owe you one.
Ship is under attack. Target's shield activated.
This is Garrett. We're outmatched here. Disengage under best possible power. Make for heading 265 Mark 10 at best speed.
Run while you can, Starfleet. Won't get far.
shot. You've done us all proud. Give them hell, my friend.
At least one Starfleet officer has the courage to die well. Tomedun Vomidun.
I'm afraid you're dead. Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces. Your sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech. But your ship was lost with all hands. At least, that's what's in the history books. I've brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you a new identity. We have a speed training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in. I know this is a bit unusual, but you'll get used to it.
You're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all.
Welcome to my shop. Hello. You can alter your uniform and look.
Welcome to the 25th century. We've been expecting you. Your new cover identity is in place, and Admiral Quinn's expecting you in the office behind me. Report to him for your orders. Remember, do not tell anyone about your status as a temporal agent. Your goal is to observe and correct, not to interfere. Greetings. How can I assist you today? Or in the... I've recommended you for a command position on board a ship of the line. There are several fine ships available for an officer of your caliber. Head to the shipyard to select your new ship, then return to me for your assignment. Greetings. How can I assist you today? Or in the future?
So I'm just running around like a lunatic. I'm trying to find logistics officers so I can get my rank. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I haven't played this for, well, since the last time, basically a year ago. And a year ago was basically my first time I ever played Temporal Recruit. So I completely forgot when I needed to go. But sometimes that can be fun, right? Now let me just retrace my steps. And I think I know where I'm supposed to go now.
Welcome, nerds. Space Dock. Busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My hairy mud costume took...
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
And now all I have to do is go to Admiral Quinn. And that will be it for the stream. I really thought this was gonna go quicker. And it probably would if I wasn't chasing the logistics officer for like 20 minutes. Well,
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew, one of Starfleet's best.
thank you.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important
And now we're going to the standard storylines. And that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Because I am really tired. The most important thing when you finish tutorial, the reason why we're playing tutorial is to get this little... No, where it is? Okay. Like a transponder. And when you finish certain levels, you will get a little bit rewards. Let me just see if the specialization is the one that's giving us... Yeah, okay, I found it. It's once you get to level 5, you get 10 reputations to tier 5. You will get the automatic upgrade for your entire account where the items in reputation that you can get are going to be ultra rare quality. This is probably the best thing out of here. And also one recommendation, even though I haven't... I wasn't paying attention to this one before, but where was it? I just saw it. Yeah, if you finish all the story arcs here in this episode, you will get the improved critical systems, improved critical system starship trait, which is actually quite good trait for, you know, the beginners, and if you don't have any Zen ships and stuff like that. It actually increases the critical hit and critical chance, I think. And it's really good. I mean, it's not for any kind of a meta build or stuff like that, but I just did a build for Intel Holoship that was the reward from Ryza 2025, and it actually performs really well. especially if you don't have any other big starship traits, this one works quite well. Okay. I need to let it go because I'm just gonna spend more time on this. So, that was it, captains, for today. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll continue with the Temporal Recruit storyline. I think I will be trying to get this one all the way to the end. So, see you tomorrow.